All right, checking out the daily chart of the S&P futures on a term back into about 21 April. I just wanted to show where the establishment of this trend line was because it's going to come into play here in a second. But it's back here in 13 May 21, and then testing confirms here in 01 of October 21 as well. So now let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. We see there's a retracement drawn from the last touch here in October up into the all-time highs in yellow. We see that price is now trading below the 23.6 of that range. We can also note that there is an uptrend from the 03 December lows that touches in 20 December and then 10 January. And we also note that the yearly point of control has now established above price. 46.88.5 is the yearly point of control. So it is the largest node, well within range right now. Interesting dynamic because generally we want to have volume below us to act supportive. And so if we can't bully our way back into that, this could spell some temporary issues for us. Of other note, and another bearish note, is that we now also have the establishment of the left side ahead and the start of a right side of an inverse or of a head and shoulders topping pattern here. We note that the uptrend here is the neckline, as is established by Volkowski in his website, the pattern website, showing an uptrending neckline off the right shoulder. And as such, if we do establish a right shoulder, we would look for it to be around the length of time of this one, which is about, let's see, I believe it was 14 days, but let me make sure. Yeah, 14 days before the head. So we would look for establishment around 14 days as well, which puts us at 27 January 22, just around there. It doesn't have to be that date. And then at that point, the measure is for head and shoulders is the head minus the neckline at the price of the head when it's uptrending. So it's like 45.62 minus 48.08. And then it's 51% of that range as soon as it breaks down. And so if we break down here, hypothetically, we're around 44.62 or so, assuming we break down at 4,600. So that is also something that's happening. We would have support 1 at 45.98.75, support 2, 45.34 1/4, and then we would look for that test down into the 61.8 of this range. Let me establish some more volume over here. There we go. And then the 61.8 of range at 44.69.5 is just above that head and shoulders target, as well as that trend up from the lows we discussed at the beginning of the video. So this is definitely something to watch for. Now we can, let's pull these time frames off real quick. Let's go ahead, just do here. Okay, so now what this is establishing is the resistances that have been formed from the drop. You see, so resistance 1 is 46.62.75. Then this longer term one is still up here at 46.78.75. Point of control is 46.88.5. So quite a bit to work through here. And then we have that 61.8 of that drop that we did 2 topping tails over here, back-to-back days, right in line with all the resistance candles over on the left side as well. Up and then topping tail back down, flushing support, flushing out of the volume, and now under 46.62.75. And while price remains under 46.62.75, risk is back down into the 4600s. We could draw one more retracement here. Just the shortest term support, kind of a must-hold level. and we'll make that 61.8 only. And so there's your must hold. Basically, I use this level as this is the level that has to hold for a continuation of this current move. So if 36.50 were to lose support, then we would look for a move back down into the previous lows. Obviously, the 38.2 here would act as support 1. The previous low at 45.72.75 would be support 2. And then those two targets we talked about previously, 45.34.25, and then 44.70-ish. So that establishes the downside a little bit more. For the upside, I think we understand that 47.18 to 47.27 still has to hold. I removed him for now, but never forget the robot is sitting over there on the left-hand side of the screen. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Next, we'll just go ahead and throw the rectangles back on. All right, I guess we won't. Well, as we remember the rectangle here, so I'm still on a no play between 46.62.75 and 47.26. Though the more this develops price below this volume node that's here, the more bearish this is going to become, and the more we'll look for that downside trade to play out. If we do break back up into range, we're going to see chop, a lot like we've seen chop every other time price has been between 46.78 and 47.20. And then again, above 47.18, 47.27 kind of takes us out of the woods and allows us to try to move up and establish price higher and test this node up at 47.80. So a little bit more bearish for me than bullish at this point, but we'll just have to see how things develop.